Good morning, everyone. And yes, technically, it's still morning where I am. It is 11 o'clock a.m. And I titled this video, Patience is More Than a Virtue. Have you ever heard that saying, patience is a virtue? I have, and I'm constantly reminding myself about having patience and being virtuous about it because I get impatient and I want to go, hurry up. However, when it comes to what we're doing here with our little rebounding daily exercise, I highly recommend that you recognize that patience is more than a virtue. In this case, it's a necessity. And so we're just going to use this opportunity to remind ourselves how important patience is when it comes to choosing daily activity as a lifestyle choice and not just as an end goal. Okay, so let me grab my water and we're going to start bouncing. And today is day one. I think it's day 166. I put day 163. I think I put 163 on the video. I'm gonna have to edit that because my little chart just showed me that I was on day 165 last time. So, all right, guys, let's get started. I'm going to knock out my 10-minute daily commitment to myself. And I'm going to talk about a few things, okay? So let me get my timers going. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Okay, so the reason I thought about the title of this video being patience is more than a virtue, because it's a necessity. And, recently I had the last couple of videos for the last few weeks, I haven't really talked about merging and fitting into new clothing, but today I'm wearing a pair of pants that I've never worn before, ever, like in public. And today the pants are fitting enough to wear in public. They're not baggy, they're not loose, they don't feel like there's a ton of room, but I'm definitely not gonna like pop the zipper or the button. So I want to just remind you that even though you don't feel, there's the 1-minute mark for any of you who only wanted to do 1 minute today. Your 1-minute commitment is over. Alexa, stop. I just want to remind you that as you continue on this journey of a daily activity, that sometimes just having some smaller clothes that you can keep trying on to see if you get there and see if you get there and how long before you get there and can you button them and are they too tight, and everybody kind of knows their threshold about whether they're not willing to wear something out in public. Is it too tight? Does it hurt? Is it not comfortable? Before they decide if they're going to wear something. And so these are those kind of pants. They're cotton and they have all these little bells and whistles on them. They've got zippers here and buttons here and pull strings there and pull strings there. They're considered like cargo pants, these pants that I'm wearing. And they have a button and they have a zipper. Elastic. A lot of times I'll wear exercise clothes which have, just elastic, so you can't tell how your body's changing. And so I decided to open up my bottom drawer and pull these out and see where they stood, see if I could wear them. And, even though I don't feel like I'm losing any inches right now, they fit. And so clearly something is merging, shrinking and tightening up, and maybe a little less fluid in the legs or in the butt area or wherever. But the clothing is a very good indicator of measuring the slightest change in your body. And so I just recommend that you find some clothes that you can have in your life that will help you feel your progress. I mean, if you can't see your progress, which a lot of times I think our minds trick us to see nothing's changing, and maybe for the most part, nothing is changing. It's just as hard to see when you're putting on a few pounds. You know, if you're putting it in the back of your butt, you definitely can't see those pounds coming on, and they're hard to feel because they're in your bit. But like in my case, they're in my big butt, so I can't feel them when they add on there. But the clothing is such a good measuring stick for you as you're going through this journey. And so that's what made me think about patience. You know, having patience along this journey is such a necessity. It's not a nice to have. It's literally like a deal breaker. If you don't have patience in this journey, it's a deal breaker. Like you're going to not survive your commitments. So figure out what you need in your tool belt and activate those qualities and find ways to strengthen them in your life. And patience is definitely a big one. I've been talking about patience from the very beginning. And just like somebody's name, patience, you know, make sure she's your best friend and she's sitting on your shoulder at all times, and that you can access her and talk to patience whenever you need a little bit of extra patience in your life. So we're probably coming up on the 5-minute buzzer. And remember, for those of you who don't know about these videos, I started a new thing after the 5-minute buzzer, which is right now. We're going to take 1 minute and you think about something today that you're grateful for. We're going to be quiet for 1 minute, and then I'll share mine at the end of the 1 minute, okay? Alexa, 5 more minutes. Alexa, put a 1 minute timer on. Alexa, stop. So we just completed our 1 minute meditation time, and I did not have my gratitude pre-planned today. My gratitude came to me during that 1 minute, and what I was grateful for, what I am grateful for today and have been for years, is I have a community, a health community of people that I've been connected to for 22 years or more. That is not only local with a big local community, but it's it's national and it's international. And the common thread of our community is that we all understand the power of herbs and the role that herbs play in our cellular life. And we all take and eat herbs on a daily basis to give ourselves phytonutrients. So this week, Sunday, we're having a potluck locally. And I was just thinking about how I'm looking forward to seeing. So far, there's over 30 RSVPs who were going to go to this potluck. And yesterday we celebrated, or I acknowledged one of our leaders' birthdays. Her name is Faye. So I don't think she watches my channel, but a shout out to Faye DeSilva for her birthday yesterday. I did have some text messages shared and I sent her a birthday graphic, and I'll see her on Sunday at the potluck. And I'm just grateful that I have that kind of a community of support. And the woman who introduced me to the community 22 years ago is my good friend, Robin. And she just texted me right before. She's my 87-year-old friend. I think she'll be 88 next month. She just texted me before I got on the rebounding, and she said, hey, you want to talk today? I got a rebound, and then I can talk. And I wrote her back and I said, I have to rebound, and then I can talk. And so I told her I would call her after I do my live. So I'm just grateful that I have people like that I can connect with and share with and grow with and learn from and be supported by. And I want to extend that same kind of support out to this global channel to offer you guys who don't have that kind of community to let the Avanti community be your community of support on a global, international, even if it's online level. So, man, my dream would be one day to be able to travel and show up in a city and meet you, stay at a hotel and meet you for dinner sometime. In my future, I'm planning on having more nomadic adventures where I get to travel. So Suzette in South Africa, it would be great to be able to have an experience where I get to come to South Africa and meet you. And Lindy in Australia, I've always wanted to go to Australia, and I have some other Australian friends, and Di in France, and Di wants to meet me in Italy because she loves Italy, and we'll go see Bibi in Italy. We'll all sit at a cafe in Milan and have a nice salad or nice little pasta meal together. You know, those are the kinds of things that bring me joy and make me feel something happy and joyful to think in the future. Wouldn't it be fun if my life were meeting all the people that I'm connecting with? Alexa, stop. So there's the 10 minutes. The workout's over. Let me do my little 30-second thing here. Here we go. Woo! 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Slay Thursday! Woo, woo, woo. Slay Thursday! Blast off! Woo! Okay. All right. Woo! Slay the day! You know what? Yesterday I started something new. I started a new option for seeing if I can do a 5-minute walk while I'm reading the chats. Let me bring it closer and tilt it up. All right, I have a safety clip here. So if I fall off, I'm actually going to crash into my dog because she's down there at the end of the treadmill. Let's see. There are start and stop buttons here. Today, 1:30 for Sheila. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Sheila. That is wonderful. Day 1:30. That's a big number. Oh my God. It's like a lot. That's a lot.. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Okay, I'm going to do 5 minutes of walking. Let's see. Consecutive rebounding for Sheila. Day 130. Woohoo! That's exciting. I am thirsty. I wonder if I've been hydrating. I kind of wonder. So Sheila, what are you grateful for, Sheila? I know you have a lot of things to be grateful for. You know what I'm grateful for is Sheila. I'm also grateful that Sheila has chickens. I think that's so cool. Sheila has chickens. She gets her own fresh eggs. She's like my a role model. I want to be more like Sheila in my present life, but I need to not live so much in the city. So I don't know. I need to start researching how to do chickens. I think my mom always wanted chickens. Okay, let's see here. So my new little thing is yesterday I started adding this little walking on the treadmill instead of sitting and pounding. And I feel like it's just using my muscles in a different way. And it's also weight bearing, you know, because I'm holding my own body weight up, you know, versus like sitting in a chair, pounding. So I did a podcast yesterday. I haven't loaded it yet, but it was a friend from acquaintance from high school. She was a cheerleader. She's 55. She's my age. And she's very fit, has been an athlete and fit her whole life. And she's super cute. She's still super cute at 55. And she's working for a nonprofit now. And so I found out about it on Monday and I said, hey, you want me to highlight your nonprofit? Because I do that on my other channel. And then because she was 55 plus activity, I wanted to showcase her on this channel because this channel is primarily 45-year-olds and older, because that's what my demographic is. So I just thought it would be interesting for y'all to see what's going on. And maybe there's a way that, you know, y'all can have one. It's a exercise park for seniors. And it's a way to socialize them or us and get them moving and get them together. Hey, Kristen, I must watch back to see why you were on the treadmill. Kristen, I'll just tell you. So I started yesterday. I rebound for 10 minutes. And then I thought, this treadmill that is so beautiful, it's like a really nice treadmill. It was not cheap. Back when I was working, I bought a great treadmill because I wanted to use it. I was trying to get motivated to use it because when I lost 90 pounds, I had a cheaper treadmill 20 years ago, and I walked on that 20 years ago. I walked on that 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, and I lost my weight down to 90 pounds. So I do know that you can walk your weight off, but I don't walk enough. I don't walk an hour in the morning. I don't walk an hour in the evening like I used to lose that weight. But I was at this size at this starting weight when I started walking. And it just was, I've always heard other people talk about when they lost weight, they just walked, and that walks away the pounds. And so I just thought I need to be using this treadmill. And so instead of pounding to read the comments, I decided to try to get on the treadmill for 5 minutes at least. So here I am. This is day 2 of getting on my treadmill. Wow, impressive. Love that, encouraging. Alexa, give me 3 more minutes. So Kristen and Sheila heard this yesterday, but Kristen didn't. So I tricked my brain. I just tell the timer, give me 5 minutes. I'm just going to do 5 minutes. And then when the 5 minutes is up, like it just was, I go, yeah, just give me 3 more minutes. I mean, I'm going to push through 3 more minutes and get those 3 minutes down. So once I get 8 minutes under my belt, I'm like, look, you can do 2 more minutes, and then you're going to feel good, Lydia. I'm talking to myself out loud, of course. You're going to feel good that you can say, Lydia, you did 10 minutes on the treadmill and 10 minutes on the rebounder. You did a 20-minute activity today. And I know from having lost weight before that maintenance, when they tell you to maintain your weight loss, the weight loss, that you need to be doing at least 20 minutes of something, walking, biking, whatever, for 20 minutes a day is enough to keep your weight off. And that's what happens. I just never had a routine to support keeping the weight off. So when I stopped exercising is when I started putting the pounds back on. So that's the whole point of this channel, is just be motivated to do your daily activity. We don't even care what your daily activity is because it's going to be different for different people. Some people have to do chair activity and chair exercises. Some people have to do, you know, like just body weight stuff where they lift they're on the floor and they're doing yoga. Some people have a treadmill. Some people have to walk in place. Some people have to go up and down their stairs. Some people have a rebounder. Some people go to the gym. Some people go to, what is it called, pickleball or tennis. So whatever your activity is, this channel is here to just have you be encouraged to show up for yourself every single day. Just even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 1 minute on the rebounder, or if it's 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, or 20 minutes, or 40 minutes. I've heard people talking about doing 40 minutes of walking, 40 minutes of rebounding. I'm so impressed with that because I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend 40 minutes of my life on a rebounder. All right, so here we are. I get 2 more minutes and I'm done. Lickety split. Alexa, give me those 2 final minutes. Alexa, give me 2 minutes. Okay, now we're on the downhill. Alexa, stop. She started a whole new timer when I told her to give me 2 minutes. She didn't finish the first timer. So now we're on the downhill slope of my 20-minute workout, right? So we're gonna move more in 24. We're gonna move more in 24. Oh, that's weird. I bet you can see me looking at me. Watch. I see you, looking at you, looking at you in the mirror. And there you are, looking at you, looking at me. We're gonna move more. I'm trying to put this in your head. We're gonna move more in 24. We're gonna move more in 24. We are moving more in 24. We're gonna move 4, 24. Oh, you know what I did yesterday? I played around with the t-shirt website. So years ago, I had already started the process of creating a t-shirt shop for Global Travel Junkie Podcast, which I never finished. So when I logged into the app last night, that was already built. And so I started playing around, putting the graphics for Global Travel Junkie on different t-shirts to remind me how I did it before, like a little practice run. So I'm going to try to make a commitment that sometime between the next 3 days, if I can talk to the t-shirt website company today, have a question, then hopefully by Monday, I'll have my t-shirts, my Move More in 24 t-shirts ready on a website linked to my YouTube channel. Woo, I'm getting hot. Alexa, stop. All right, my time is up, y'all. And the fact that I'm getting hot tells me something. Whoa, woo, man. Something is working. I'm working. I'm going to push the stop button. Something is working. My dog is sawing logs, sleeping again. That's what she does most of the day. At 17 years old, what is that? 17 times 7, so 49. 7 plus 4, she's like 119. So I think I'd be sleeping too, like Rumpelstiltskin. Self-care. I am learning that. Woo! Woo, guys. All right. I did it. I did 20 minutes today, okay? So we're going to start seeing how I can progress. And I want to hear from you guys how you are looking at your future and what little milestones you want. Do you want to be wearing smaller clothes? Do you want to be moving further in your day, having more activity in your day? Oh, I pushed the buttons. Having more activity in your day. Do you want more, oxygen? Do you want better breathing, better circulation? Do you want to have more patience? I really need to work on my patience factor. So that's something I'm definitely putting into my conscious awareness, is to be more patient with myself. So don't forget to be, here we go. Don't forget to be the joy you wish to see in the world. And how do you do that? Is by thinking about all the things that you have in your life currently in the present moment that you can be grateful for, because there's a lot out there not to be grateful for, but that's not what you want to focus on. You want to focus on more and creating more of the good. So in order to do that, you got to think about having and being more of the good. And I'm just here to talk about it because I try to make myself think like that. So I'm just talking out loud and sharing it with you guys in hopes that it can help inspire others in the process. Okay. So I will see y'all soon. I'll see you this afternoon for my 5-minute bounce. And oh, by the way, I didn't read last night. I sat in the chair and I got ready to read, but my eyes were tired and the words were getting blurry. And I think it's just because I'm looking at too many phone screens and computer screens throughout the day. So I think I needed my eyes to readjust. So when I wake up, my eyes are more comfortable and they've had rest. So definitely feeling eye strain at the end of the day. So all right, guys, time to say goodbye. Have a great day. 20
minutes in the books today. Day 2. Awesome. Have a good one. Bye.